We continue to ask the experts and keep an eye on the worldwide, the statewide, the national news, weather, and traffic as well. 24 hours a day right here on News 96.5. Don't forget tomorrow morning when you get up, that all-news morning show with our good friend Joe Kelly, who's working so hard. He's already in here today working on tomorrow morning's news. How about that? Here it is, 11:08. This is the Andrey Bustamante Show. That's right, Andrey Bustamante, a very recognizable name in the areas of real estate, investment, selling and buying, and, of course, the international marketplace, which he really, really capitalizes in and is nationally recognized as one of the top realtors in the country. During the week, you can always contact Andrey or any of his associates at 888-785-0440. That is 888-785-0440. AndreyBustamante.com. And Andrey is spelled with a Y, okay? In case you need to know that, this show is powered by some great people that are on Andrey's team, and therefore they become your team. Fidelity National Title, all right? BestOrlandoMLSSearch.com and GuaranteedSale.com. Free home evaluations in under 30 seconds. Trying to buy, trying to sell, wondering what the market's like out there? Well, go ahead and call us up right now. Andrey is ready to take your calls, 855-297-9696, 855-297-9696. Text us at 21232, 21232. First of all, my friend, I want to congratulate you. More and more national accolades falling into the threshold of Andrey Bustamante. That does not come easy.
No, sir. And Happy New Year, Rob. Happy New Year, Tim, Luis, and all the News 96.5 listeners. We're happy to be back for yet another year. And last year, in 2014, had an unbelievable year. We were actually able to help out hundreds of clients, and we look forward to doing that and much more this year. So, really want to thank Rob Newton for doing this show with me each and every Sunday. I truly look forward to coming to this show.
It's so much fun. Real estate is really, I guess, sort of the engine that makes Florida fly.
Of course.
I mean,
our economy.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at other states, maybe it's a state that is good, Silicon Valley. Maybe it's a state that is big in education or healthcare. This state is all about tourism and somewhat agriculture, but all about business, commerce, and that comes with a home, and it all starts with a home. And Andrey and I have always talked about, even off the air, that you build a home or you buy a home, all of a sudden there's a furniture sale.
Yeah.
All of a sudden there is there's all the things you need for the house, all the accessories, all the furniture, all the appliances, and that spurs the economy. And one of the questions I had for Andrey was, there's an awful lot of people wanting to sell their homes right now, and they look at it as, I want to sell my home and move, but they're up against, because, I was driving down the turnpike the other day, and then I hit the 417 and the 429.
Yep.
There's land being cleared as far as the eye can see when you're coming down through there on the west side of town. So a lot of new homes going up. You know those builders well, and they're all
Absolutely.
nice people.
Lots of competition.
Yeah, we talked last week with your good friends at Design that, hey, when you set your home up, out there in suburbia, you're selling against the big boys.
Yeah, it's really a product. This everybody's New Year resolution, and we've seen it so far this week. It's been crazy. But everybody's New Year resolution is to sell the old house, buy a new house type of thing, right? Or move up. Some of our clients are looking to downsize, but regardless, everybody this year is looking to make a move, take advantage of the low rates. Prices are still extremely affordable. So people are looking to move and make some changes in their life, for the better. The reality is, when it comes to selling a house, it's a product. And Janine did a great job. I was actually listening in on the show last week, and she did a great job mentioning the fact that a home is a product. And this week, sitting in my office and hearing some of my listing partners, explain and consult to our clients on how to positively and properly put their homes on the market. That's the one thing I kept hearing. It's a product, and you got to market it like a product the right way. I saw something. It was yesterday, and one of my colleagues. She explained the fact that most people, and you use this analogy all the time. Most people, they take so much time and care and preparation to sell a vehicle, a $20,000 or in many cases a lot less car. But when it comes to selling a $200,000 or $300,000, $400,000 house, they call the first agent they speak to, or that they know, or a friend, or they just list it with anybody. And then they start dropping the price over and over again. And it's like, listen, it's a product. You got to hire the right marketing company.
I've seen a lot of times, and I'm sure you have too, that you go into a neighborhood, and it shows that people are not being as careful in selecting this big, important part of their life, because they may look down the street and see a sign in the front yard and say, yeah, I'll just call that realtor. Seems like my neighbor Frank is selling his house through them, so I'll call them too.
Yeah.
Instead of really vetting the real estate company, and as you're welcoming when people call you, you want to sit down and talk to them. You want to find out everything about them, and you answer all the questions, right?
Absolutely. And one of the things that we tell people is, listen, if you find a better real estate company, we'll be the first ones to tell you, go with them. Like, bar none. If someone is better for the job than we are, go right ahead, and we'll recommend you to them. The reality is there's probably very, very, very few companies, if any, that do a better job of marketing and negotiating your house for you, and ultimately getting you results.
Well, one of the offers you made a few months ago really spoke for itself, and a lot of public reaction to that outside when I'm out and around in Central Florida. When you said, hey, Mr. Realtor out there, Mr. Real Estate Agent, you're selling a house and you're having problems selling it, we'll help you. That says something to me right there, that you're not in competition with. You're just trying to help everybody get that house sold.
For me, it's about, living our motto. And my motto every day as I'm doing my affirmations, driving, to the radio show this morning, I do affirmations 7 days a week, and, I'm extremely grateful. So I'm expressing gratitude to God every day, for giving me another day to live, but also for allowing us to carry forward this gift that we've been blessed with. And our motto in life is to positively impact people's lives. And, that being another realtor, that being, their clients, our clients, is just the community. Our goal is to positively impact the community in which we live in, so that we don't look at other realtors as a competition. We're here to work together to solve one common problem. And if we can work with other agents in helping these sellers move from point A to point B, then we're more than happy to help. And to reiterate what that offer is, it still stands. And we actually got a lot of business from that. Is the fact that if any realtors out there had a listing that they were getting ready to lose, or if they had a listing that the seller was kind of deciding, it was time to cancel on them, feel free to get them in touch with us. Chances are they already know who we are. We'll give you a 35% referral fee, and that's up from the traditional 25% referral fee, and we'll work together to get this thing sold. So again, to the entire real estate community, don't look at us as a competition. Look at us as an ally, as a resource that we can help you to not only take care of your client, but also to generate income and to not lose all that time and effort, energy that you spent with that client.
All right, very good. If you have a question about buying or selling or investing, go ahead and give us a call at 855-297-9696. You could always text us at 21232, and by way of explanation, I'm saying text us at 21232, and you're going, well, what does that mean? If you go on the texting feature of your new smartphone, just go to the messaging app. Okay, go to the messaging app and just write where it says recipient or contact, put in 21232, and then in the body of the question, you can do what this person did up here. Easement question: can I keep people out of an easement? Who actually owns an easement? There you go.
So who owns an easement? That's a great question. I don't even.
Yeah, I mean, because you hear of utility easements between a house and stuff like that. I would say that's pretty well no man's land, isn't it?
Yeah, that's no man's land. So can you keep people out of it? No, not necessarily. But if you have, particular questions about it, I'd say probably the person to contact may be the county. If it's like a county easement,
I'd call them. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
All right, if you want further explanation, you can always call Andrey during the week, Andrey Bustamante, at 888-785-0440. That's 888-785-0440. 0440. Visit AndreyBustamante.com. You're going to see the way that a true marketing company markets homes. Everything from professional photography and staging to actually using aerial photography through the quadcopters and the drones. That is quite the technology these days. And we're going to take a break while we're awaiting your calls. I've got 5 open lines at 855-297-9696. News 96.5 is always watching the news, always on top of it with a fully staffed newsroom 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and our worldwide affiliates. We will be back. Welcome back. We are 7 minutes away from news, traffic, and weather from the entire news team. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, Joe Kelly on the way to work. Get you on to work on time with the weather and everything, and the national and local news updated throughout the morning, starting at 5 a.m., the only all-news morning show. This is the Andrey Bustamante Show. Welcome aboard. We're talking all things real estate today. This Andrey Bustamante Show is brought to you by Fidelity National Title, Best Orlando MLSsearch.com, and GuaranteedSale.com. Free home evaluations in under 30 seconds. Andrey's office, 888-785-0440, or feel free to log on to Andrey with a Y, Bustamante.com. Andrey, you forecasted before the holidays. You said everybody's going to get wrapped up in the holidays, then they're going to get wrapped up in planning their new year.
Yep.
And one of the first things they're going to do is say, all right after the Christmas tree goes back in the box or out to the curb, we're going to sell our home and we're going to move out to that next neighborhood or move down or move up. A lot of the older people are downsizing right now.
Yeah.
So they're hitting the ground running, right? Means they got to act now.
They are, absolutely. So one of the things I would encourage people to do is to beat the rush. We normally see the peak of that happen somewhere between end of February and March, where there's a ton of inventory on the market, more than the other months of the year. Just this week alone, we saw my listing partner took 8 listings this week alone, and that's a pretty big number. Most agents take maybe 8 in a year. So he took 8 this week alone, and that's kind of a sign of what the market is getting ready to do. So from a seller's perspective, if you're thinking of selling, don't wait until February or March. You want to go ahead and do it now. Get ahead of the competition, and please, even if you don't hire us, FYI, we do own a real estate company, the Andrey Bustamante team at Bustamante Real Estate. We're nationally recognized celebrity. We're the only celebrity-endorsed real estate team in Central Florida. And if you hear this show, we market your area and we can sell your house. But if you don't want to use us, folks, make sure you're using a good agent, a full-time agent, someone that's been in the business for quite some time, someone that has experience, that has a proven system for selling houses, not just someone that's going to do the 3 Ps. And you're probably wondering, what are the 3 Ps?
Yeah,
right?
really.
Just someone that's going to put a sign in the front yard, put it in the MLS, and sit back and pray. That's what the 3 Ps are. And, we do pray that your house sells, but, we don't rely on that being our only marketing tactic. So we have a proven system that sells houses for more money in less time, and we've just perfected a system in the 1,300 homes that we've sold. We're blessed to be in that position, because I remember when we first started in real estate with our very first one. And it's kind of interesting, about probably like a month ago, a client asked me, like, Andrey, well, you had to start somewhere, right? And I answered, yeah, absolutely. And I was blessed and grateful for the gentleman that allowed us to list his property for the first time. And then the other guy had no clue, and that it was our first listing. One of our very first one. He knew. We told him, because we didn't know what we were doing. And this was 10 years ago. And the other gentleman, we did it like rock stars, and it was he was living in Massachusetts. We were down here, and we sold his vacation home for the highest sale that it had ever taken place in that community. So that was really cool. But the reality is, you don't want anyone to experiment on your biggest investment.
Yeah.
If I had to do it all over again, if I was hiring someone to sell my house, I would not hire a brand new agent, just because the reality is they may not know everything when it comes to negotiating, to marketing. You don't want someone to open their mouth and say, yeah, my seller will take $20,000 less. There's just a lot of things that happen in the real estate industry, and I use analogies all the time. If I'm going into open heart surgery, I'm not going to hire someone straight out of straight out of school. I'm going to hire the best, heart surgeon in the world. If I'm going in for a trial, same thing. I'm going to hire the best attorney. When it comes to selling your house, you shouldn't sell yourself short. Should you?
Mm-hmm. No way. And again, you're like Andrey said, you're dealing with something that costs an awful lot of money, and it is emotional. Yes, it is something that you treasure, and Andrey and I talk about it all the time. It is something you treasure. It has memories. It has life as far as you're concerned. But at the end of the day, when you're getting ready to make that transaction, it is a business transaction. Mm-hmm. And there again is the way that Andrey Bustamante and your learned team can walk them through the buying and selling contract and make sure there's no big mistakes in there. So you can act as a buyer's agent. Doesn't cost them anything, right?
No. As we our buyers don't pay us anything. So our services to buyers are completely free, and we encourage everybody to work with a buyer's agent. Mm-hmm. And that was going to be my next topic. There's a huge opportunity right now, folks, when it comes to buying real estate in Central Florida. I mean, rates are extremely low, all-time lows. We work with all the top lenders in Central Florida. So if you've been told you can't qualify, we have people that can qualify you. I mean, we've assembled a team over the years that I'm extremely proud of. So if you're in the market to buy, even if you're not, if you're renting, give me a call, because we can get you out of that situation that you're in. You feel trapped, and you feel like you're helpless because either your credit's not where it needs to be, or your income is not where it needs to be. But the reality is, you're probably spending $800, $900, $1,000 a month on rentals when you could probably end up paying less for your own home. Mm-hmm. And live the American dream and build wealth through real estate. And that's ultimately what it's about. It's what you're going to pass on to your kids and your kids' kids.
Very good. We're down to less than 1 minute before we go to our news, traffic, and weather. And then we have our long segment coming up, which is really a good idea for you to call in now and get in line at 855-297-9696. That's 855-297-9696. You could always text us at 21232. And there was a question up there, Andrey, on the texting scoreboard that talked about the Ladybird deed. Would you suggest that they contact an attorney on that?
They can contact an attorney or actually contact Fidelity National Title.
Oh, good idea, yeah.
So when we come back from the break, we'll actually give out their websites and their phone numbers. But I was actually doing some research here on the Ladybird deed, and basically what it is, it's an opportunity for someone to pass property on automatically to one or more of the designated recipients at death without the need for probate. Cool. So everything I've been reading up on it is definitely a positive, but I'm not an attorney or a title company, but I know great ones. Mm-hmm. So we can get you in touch with them. So when we come back from the break, we'll give you Fidelity National Title's information, their contact numbers and website, so you can reach out to them, and they can actually help you out with that.
Very good. All right, let's get on those phones right now at 855-297-9696. Text us at 21232. We will be back. Andrey Bustamante Show. How are you today? 888-785-0440. Saturdays and Sundays every week, we ask the experts right here. And your connection, because you power the show, is 855-297-9696. You could text us at 21232. And right before the break, Andrey was talking about giving you some contact information for some of the companies that he works with that can help you through all of this real estate quagmire and make it just plain as day. And one of those is his good friends and ours at Fidelity National Title. Great company, huh?
Absolutely. We've been working with Fidelity now for over a year, probably going on 2 years now, and they're just an amazing company. You know, the real thing I love working about them, and they'll be on here in a couple of weeks, is the fact that their rates are so low. So there's no added garbage fees or anything like that. I mean, their closing fees are extremely low, extremely resourceful. They can close in our office. They have all offices all over Central Florida. Fortune 500 company, so they're a great company. So we encourage anybody that has a title question, feel free to reach out directly to them. Fidelity National Title. We work with the Winter Park office, but again, they have offices all over Central Florida. Their direct number is 407-657-1187. That number again is 407-657-1187. And that's probably the best way to get a hold of them. But we encourage anybody, if you're thinking about doing a quick claim deed or refinancing, whatever it is, encourage your lender to use Fidelity National Title. They'll definitely be able to help you save money when it comes to your title. Speaking about refinancing, rates are so low. We spoke about this probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. The fact that if you're sitting on a 5, even a 5.5 or 6% interest rate, although that's a great rate historically speaking, there's no reason why over the next 20, 30 years you should continue to pay that much money. Especially being able to take advantage of rates where they're sitting at right now. 3.8, 3.9. I encourage anybody, if you're looking, to save money, probably save an extra $100, $200 on your monthly mortgage payment at least. Wow. So give us a call. We'll get you in touch with one of our preferred lenders, and we don't just work with one. So it's all about working for the consumer and giving you, as many options as needed. And I love nothing but being able to empower a consumer, and put them in the driver's seat, and let's have these lenders compete for your business.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than doing that. So give us a call, 888-785-0440, or visit my website at andreybustamante.com. Leads me to the next thing I want to talk about. We've got some really, really hot properties coming on the market here. So we still, and one thing I'll say is we work with all different price points. People ask me sometimes like, hey, Andrey, is there a certain price point that you work with? And my answer to that is I work with people. The home is a byproduct. So if you're looking to sell a $10,000 condominium or a $10 million mansion, I'll work with you regardless. We don't discriminate based on price. So we have beautiful homes on the market right now. We have one in Lake Markham Preserve, 7720 Markham Bend Place, just under $2 million. It's a 5-bedroom, 8-bath, beautiful 2-story Mediterranean-style home. Former home current home of former Magic player Chris Duhon. Beautiful, beautiful, stunning home sitting on over an acre, private community, very low homeowner association fees. So that's one of the nicest houses in that community. The house looks like a castle. It was built for a king. And if anybody wants to follow along, feel free to check out some of our listings. Go to our website, andreybustamante.com. Click on our listings tab at the top. Yes, our system will encourage you to sign up, give us some information so you can take advantage of properties that are not even on the market yet. We have access to properties that are off market because of the business that we do. A lot of our sellers don't even want to go on the market. They'd rather stay off the market and sell it to one of our clients separately. We also have access to properties that are that through auction, and there's many auction sites out there, ones that we've actually worked with. So we have access to those properties as well. So we encourage people to sign up on our website, and we'll provide you valuable information. And we have another one in Keens Point. It's a $549,000 home, 2-story house, 5-bedroom, 5-bath with a private pool. 3-car garage, one of the nicest properties in there, very, very clean. We staged that house, we decluttered it, depersonalized it. It was awesome. It's funny, Luis and I were both there when we did that one, and that's in Keens Point, again, sitting at 549, stunning home, and that's 3,400 square feet. The one I just spoke about, that's 8,111 square feet, the $2 million one. In Lake Markham Preserve. We got another one in Killaloe by the lake. So this is one of our newer exciting properties where we actually offered the agent 35% commission to help us help our client. And really, really interesting story here. So this is a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 2,725 square foot home with a private pool sitting on an acre, and it butts up right to the lake. Lake Pickett, A+ schools, really centrally located. This one's in Chuliota, but it's a stunning home. It's more of a colonial ranch type of home. You can take a look at the aerial photography that we did on that one on our website as well. Beautiful property. I encourage people to look at that one. We still have our property in Lake Juliana Estates in Auburndale. So you'll see by the listings that we take. Again, we work with people. We cover a large market, and we work basically 5 or 6 different counties. So this one's in Lake Juliana Estates in Auburndale. Beautiful home. $100,000 below what the new homes are selling for.
Oh my!
We actually went down there, spoke to the new home builder, and he's selling the same property for $100,000 more. So we encourage people to take advantage. I know buying new is always nice, but buying property that's 4 or 5 years old, it's a great buy. And this was a 4-bedroom, 4-bath. 2,746 square feet with a mother-in-law suite. And there are very
nice.
few homes in Auburndale that have this. Stunning home. And that one has a beautiful patio out in the back. We got another one in Oviedo Forest. That one's at 490 Silver Springs Drive, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2,923 square feet, 2-car garage, sitting on the market at $329,900. This was funny. Let me tell you the story on this one.
Mm-hmm.
This property was, and you could follow along here, Rob, so you could see what I'm talking about. This
Beautiful.
is a stunning property. This property was on the market with another agent for like a year. I believe it was about a year.
No.
And they started at $429,000. And they hired one of these 3Ps types of agents, right? That just going to put on the MLS, put a sign in the front yard, sit back and pray. What was interesting here is the agent came out in every single picture in the mirrors. All the pictures. and they had very few pictures. So you'll see what we did on this one. Beautiful virtual staging. The furniture you see there, Rob, and everyone can follow along. Just go to my website, AndreyBustamante.com. And we're talking about 490. This is 490 Silver Springs Drive. I encourage people to take a look at this beautiful property in Oviedo. Will not last. You'll see the brick pavers in the entryway, French doors. Stunning home. And if you see what the previous marketing job that was done on it, you'll realize the difference. So that's kind of a glimpse there. And I'd love to show this to Rob because I want him to see the difference on it. And Rob, this is what the property looked like in the past. And we'll let those pictures load here for just a second. So that's what it looked like here. And again, I invite everybody back at home. Go on our website, take a look at what I'm showing right now. The very dark, blurry, same house, Rob.
Can't even believe it's the same home.
You can't believe it. Same house, right?
Terrible.
And then you'll see where the agent comes out in the picture right there.
That's
again, not bashing any other agents or anything like that. We love agents. We love our community. We actually own a domain. We love realtors.com. And that's part of our program. We will help you to market your home. So we have a lot of listings. Feel free to check them out. We have some in Bella Lago and Kissimmee, St. Cloud, some in Celebration, and we have probably 15 or 20 listings that are not even yet on the market that we're in the process of getting them on the market.
I love this segment of the show. I love this going over the listings. It's the first time we've done that. That's very cool. It gives people an idea of the type of homes that are being sold. We're going to come back with John. He's on the line. Also, we do have one that we can get to before we take the break, and that is we own a 3-family property in New Hampshire. It's been on the market for over a year. Can you market property out of state? And there's where your international reach comes in.
Absolutely. So what we'll do there is we'll get you in touch with one of the members from our network that offers the same exact program that we offer, and they're tied into the network, so they'll offer you same great service, same great results. So the answer is yes, and that goes for anybody. If you have a property in California, New York, Maine, I had one that wanted to sell property in Maine yesterday. Anywhere in the country, and just about anywhere in the world. There are certain places in the world that we don't have relationships, but we're building them.
Very good. And give us a call right now at 855-297-9696 like John did. Text us at 21232. Andrey Bustamante, 888-785-0440. AndreyBustamante.com. We'll be back. Welcome back. It is the Andrey Bustamante Show, brought to you by GuaranteedSale.com. Free home evaluations in under 30 seconds. And BestOrlandoMLSSearch.com. Plus Fidelity National Title. John, you've been holding on the phone for quite a while. How can we help you, my friend?
Yes, if you buy a property from auction.com, will that property always have a clear title?
Depends what auction you buy it from. So if you're buying at the courthouse steps, you have to be careful that they're going to give you a special deed. And you got to be careful, what auctions you buy it from. And if you're buying at the courthouse steps or at auction.com or Realty Bid or all these, different types, you gotta read the fine print on that. When we're buying properties at the auction, we're actually going with our title company and we're having them run title on the property before we bid on it.
Okay.
I don't know if that's something. Have you bought any properties from the auction?
No, I'm trying to.
Okay. Why don't? Are you working with an agent?
No.
Okay, give me a call, and feel free to write this down. I'm gonna give the number out twice: 888-785-0440. We'll walk you through the process, and then if you want, we can have you speak to our title company because that's a great resource when it comes to buying properties at the auction. And our services are completely free. The biggest thing when you're doing that, you want to make sure that there's no liens on the property. A lot of the problems come when you're bidding on the courthouse properties. Formerly it was a courthouse steps. Nowadays, all that stuff is online. But there are other ones, other online portals, and you just want to make sure that these properties are, come without liens and without HOA issues, and we can help you navigate that process. So, what's your name? John?
John, yeah.
John, okay. 888-785-0440. If you want to give Tim, our producer, his he already took down your number. We'll give you a call tomorrow, and we'll schedule an appointment if that's okay with you.
No problem.
Great. Thank you for calling.
Hey, when somebody is considering going to an auction and maybe they've already gotten the bulletin or gone online, is that where they would get a hold of you and also have your inspection team go out and take a look at it? Yeah,
I mean, what the idea is for us to sit down, have a consultation in the office, kind of figure out what their goals are, their needs, and then we'll go out there and look for these properties. There's so many darn there's so many darn auctions out there. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure we're going to the right one to find the right property because they're all different. Some are charging exorbitant buyer premiums, some not as much, and we do you still have an inspection period, a due diligence period. So that's a good thing when it comes to auctions. Most people think it's just strictly as is, whereas no, you do have an opportunity to do a due diligence, and we do encourage having the title company involved, running a search, and then as well as having the inspectors and the appraisers and all that.
I'm looking over your shoulder and watching your monitor, and I'm seeing that not only does Andrey Bustamante feature some great homes and great photography and everything else, but the videos are absolutely breathtaking.
The videos are awesome, and the thing is, if you're selling your house and your property is not being featured on YouTube, you need to have a conversation with your agent because the reality is 96% of buyers are beginning their search online, and pictures are good, but pictures are like 2010. And although, comparison, we take phenomenal professional photography. Luis does a great job for us there. We've taken it up a notch, and we realize that, as a consumer, we love pictures, but we love video that much more. We're in the video generation right now, so that's one of the value propositions that we provide to all of our home sellers and buyers. Especially when we have an out-of-state buyer, we go out and we shoot a video for them, and we sell a lot of the houses to them without them ever seeing it because if it's our listing, we already have a video. But if it's someone else's listing that we're selling, we go out there, we shoot a video, and we send it off to our clients, if they're out of state or out of the country. Really quick, folks, I want to announce we're doing career days at my office. So I'm a huge fan of the prophet, Marcus Lemonis. You see it on CNBC. I'm a CNBC junkie prior to even getting the Barbara Corcoran endorsement, which we're thrilled about. I've actually heard from a lot of our clients, friends, and coworkers that our commercials are airing on CNBC. I actually caught one a few days ago.
All right.
And my kids were like, Day. They call me Day, like Andre. They call me Day, Daddy. They're pointing at the screen, seeing Daddy on the screen, and nothing makes me more proud than that. So our commercials are airing out there. But in terms of the profit, Marcus Lemonis is huge when it comes to people. And that's really what makes great companies. So our strategic focus for this year is hiring great people into our organization. So we're doing career nights. Last week we did a career night. We had probably 18, 19 people, and of which we'll probably hire, a quarter or maybe a third of the people that showed up. And then this week we're having career nights at my office, Tuesday 5 p.m. and Thursday at 5 p.m. So if anybody's looking to get into real estate, or you're currently in real estate and tired of doing everything yourself and running around like a chicken with your head cut off, and making the flyers and trying to please everybody, answering your own phone calls and doing the transaction, coordinating on your own deals, give us a call, 888-785-0440, or just come to our office this Tuesday and Thursday, a career night at my office at 5 p.m.
And exactly where is that office?
3980 Town Center Boulevard, Orlando 32837. That's 3980 Town Center Boulevard, Orlando 32837.
Okay.
It's been a pleasure, Rob.
Good to see you, buddy.
We'll see everybody. We'll see everybody and talk to everybody next week. Don't forget, these shows are also published on YouTube. So if you missed a portion of it, feel free to check us out online at youtube.com and just type in my name, Andrey Bustamante. You'll see all of our shows on there. Tim, Luis, thank you guys, and we'll see you all next week. Thank you very much.